Hey guys, it's Wood Concept here, and today I am doing loot from 1001 Vyre Corpses. So if you guys didn't know, Vyre Corpses are obtained by killing Vyre Lords found in Dark Mare or Vyre Watch scattered throughout Mauritania, usually on the south side, or in, I forget the other name of it, the Maze Town, whatever is down there. So I've actually had 1001 Vyre Corpses saved up for a while, ever since I got 99 HP. I trained there for most of the last little bit of experience, and I easily killed more than 1000, and I only collected those 1000. Prior to doing this video, I had burned over 1000 Vyre Corpses and got no good loot whatsoever, as in no treasure trail items. So of course I expected some this time, or in this 1000, but I didn't expect to get as many as I did. So these are the best loots that I got here in this little montage. So before the first 1000 that I did before this video, I had absolutely zero treasure trails items, and now I got a bunch. I always got a lot of dragon spears, which are still decent, although not as good. But as we'll see here coming up in a second, not this one, but the next clip, I actually get a fairly decent treasure trail reward, page 4, and not only that, shortly after, I got not one Guthix page in that trip, but 2 Guthix pages in that trip, and another page 4. And then the last thing was just a Rune Kite Shield T, but they're still pretty good. So on to loot. Alright, so this is all of the loot from the 1001 Vyre Corpses. These are all of the things that I had in my bank before, and so they went into those other tabs. So I just pulled out the amount that I got. I made a log at the beginning saying how many I had. So this should be all that I got during the burning of all of them. So I got a fairly decent amount of charms, although if you think about it, that's only a 6.8% chance for a blue charm, because I'm killing 1000 of them, approximately. But it is actually, blues are more common than any other charm, it looks like. It could be a couple error here or there for gold and blue. Gold may be more common, and I'm pretty sure it probably is, but I actually ended up with more blues than golds here. So I'm going to put these all in a price check, and that is the amount for the first price check. So I didn't expect these bloods to be that much. There's only 300 of them after all, but that's actually a nice little chunk. And this is what I'm really surprised at. Almost 700k for 12 dwarf wheat seeds. I didn't know that they were 56k each. Of course, I expected the rune lakes to be quite a big chunk of this, and herbs are usually pretty good for making up some money. And so I'm going to move on to the second price check now. Alright, in second price check, I did expect to be a lot more. So here's my treasure trails items that I got here across the top, and then my dragon spears. So Rune Kite Shield T is not that much anymore. These used to be pretty good way back in the day, and Black Plate Lakes T I didn't expect to be that much. G is actually pretty good, I think, still, but T not so much. And of course the Guthix pages, which I did expect to be a lot of this money. 500k of course is the more expensive of the two, and I got 2 of them. Of course it would have been better if I got a Zammy page, but I'm not complaining. From going from 1000 and getting 0 treasure trails items to another 1,000 and getting 5, that's a pretty good jump. Now, what I did in my first 1,000, I did get a lot more dragon spears, but they're only 36k each now. I think at the time I burned my first 1,000, they were about, I think they were about 60k still. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, I don't know. But yeah, overall pretty good. These used to be pretty good way back in the day, and they were like one of the main reasons to burn Vyre Corpses. But as you see, I got 54 in 1,000, so they're pretty easy to get. I mean, you're burning 500 just to get the upgraded blister wood or whatever else the other weapons are. Quite a bit of Torstols, although Torstols have dropped a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the big things in here, rune bars. So let me go to my third and final price check. Alright, third and final price check. This is just what's left over that I couldn't fit in the last price checks. Still another almost 200k, but it's mostly made up by these toadflax and irits. All the rest is pretty much junk. Javelins, mithril hatchets, irit seeds, and cactus seeds. So, doing some math here really quickly. Alright, so the total price check came out to 5.8 mil. Alright, and the final price check came out to be 4.3 mil, or in specific, 4,322,166. However, I have not sold the Guthix pages yet, so let me add another 1.3 mil. They will sell eventually for those prices, I'm pretty sure. It's just that nobody buys them really. So if I add another 1.3 mil, that comes out to 5.6 mil. So all in all, that is actually pretty good for 1,000. So 5.6 mil divided by 1,000. So that is 5.6k per Firewatch burned. So if you, let's see, pyre logs is what I used. So you end up barely making money on it. So is it worth it? For the first 500, yes. For after that, probably not. I mean, this is with getting lucky. I did make my own pyre logs, which took forever. So I did gain most of this money. I think I spent money on the U logs. But if you're buying pyre logs from the GE, it's probably not going to be worth it. Of course, you can go with lower costing, like teak pyre. So let's see, teak pyre. Yeah, you'll make more from that. So all in all, it was kind of fun to do, I guess. Having 1,000 Firewatch in my bank for months and months did kind of clog up some bank space. So that's why I finally decided to do it. And that is about it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.